Hello and welcome to APW, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Help for Homes. This is the show dedicated to you, the homeowner, for you to experience the Dixie difference. If we can help with any of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, give us a call at 913-825-6600. I'm Keith Ford, and across from me is Dixie Williford.
And that's yes, that is correct. You pointed to you and me opposite. Okay.
I know.
But
it was clever.
Not a radio thing. Hey, if you want to listen to the show again, or you didn't catch some of the points, and we appreciate you listeners. Thank you so much for listening to APW Help for Homes. You can check our podcast page right here on your radio station, and you can go to our Facebook page and check some clips on there, and our website at thedixiedifference.com. Facebook page is APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, and you can get all these kind of updates and find out more information about your home and how to take care of your plumbing, your heating, your air conditioning, all that good stuff all year long. So we want you to have a place to come back to us other than here on Saturdays. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking of something. What did you say?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'll just keep going.
No. Actually, you know what I was thinking?
What?
Okay, so is Rodney Dangerfield still alive?
Oh, I don't know.
It's because
I have to look it up.
We were watching a YouTube clip on Rodney Dangerfield, from 1988.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, that was 30 years ago, and he looked old in 88, but I thought he was still alive, so I'm thinking, holy cow. And you know, that guy was funny.
Yes, he was.
I listened to his jokes, and they're clean with insinuations.
Right.
Not politically correct at all. However, they were pretty funny. I liked it. Is he still alive?
I'm currently trying to look it up. I don't know yet.
Yeah, he was talking about...
He did. He died in 2004.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's too bad.
At the age of 82. So he's been gone a while.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, born in 1921.
Condolences to his family.
Yes. So such a random thoughts here. Let's get back to APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. I love you. Again, you know, we're a married couple, so this kind of understands the dynamic here. But we really do truly love to talk about plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Keith and I run APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We've been doing it over 16 years here in the metro. We service about an hour radius around our centrally located office, and servicing all your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. And what we love to do, it's just a part of our nature, is educate folks so that you can do things yourself. We're DIYers. We like to do things ourselves. Always have been that way.
Or you like me to do them, and you watch me and tell me how to fix it right.
I manage you.
Yeah.
And
it's just not at work. It's at home. It's great. It never ends. We go to sleep and she manages me. It's bedtime.
You're not a Rodney Dangerfield. Let's just close that door right there.
What?
So anyway, going back, what we love to do
he was funny. I like him.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go
what,
ahead.
What do we do? Well, because there's a joke in my head, but I can't say it's funny. But go ahead now.
Okay, so I want to remind folks of the specials that we have going on. We want you to be able to go to a K-State basketball game. We're giving away 2 free tickets if you go to our Facebook page at APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, and like our APW page and share the post about the K-State tickets. What's kind of getting exciting is that K-State's kind of having a good run right now, even though I don't think they're ranked, but they are like second in the division, aren't they?
Second in the Big 12, right?
So
behind KU.
You know, I think that's probably a really good matchup that'll be coming up at the end of February. So definitely make sure that you get an opportunity to do that. Even if you're not a K-State basketball fan, you love basketball, this is a place to go watch basketball. Is at Allen Fieldhouse. It is amazing. I went to school there, so got to see lots of games, and so I can attest that way back when, and still currently I get to go back.
I wore a KU shirt.
You did today.
Matter of fact, today I did. If you go on,
and we love everybody. Hey, you know what? If K-State were to beat us out in a tournament and continue to move forward, I'm always about the Big 12. So always cheering on my Big 12. Other than if it's KU, I tend to definitely Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
I could go purple for a short period of time. I wouldn't mind that at all.
There wasn't
Those K-Staters are nice people.
Yeah, they're all nice people. So
even the Mizzou people are nice.
Yep, that too. So
it's the other ones that are messed up.
Go to our APW Facebook page to enter into that drawing. We're going to be doing that drawing. I believe it's towards the end of February. I already forgot the date.
Like the 20th?
Yeah, I think it's February 20th.
Because the game's on the 24th?
24th. Okay, great.
Or the 25th, something like that.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of time, but do it now while you're thinking about it and it's on your mind. Get the opportunity. 2 for tickets, great level. It's only a 6th row up, so great tickets right there next to the court, and compliments of APW, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. So that's definitely something I wanted to make sure that I got out. Another thing I want to make sure that we talk about is our special we have going on for till the end of January. So that's right around the corner. Call for our free furnace sale. Almost forgot how to say it. Free furnace sale as we have going on right now with a combo purchase of a furnace and air conditioner. Get the furnace for free. This is the best deal of the whole year, folks. So this is the time. If it's aging, old, inefficient, high bills, this is the time to get that combo unit. Let's say you weren't happy. Let's say, you know what, my furnace, it's keeping my house warm. I hear this all the time. But you were complaining about your air conditioning bills over the summer. They were too high, too long, and you didn't like it. You know what? Get it now, because you're going to get the furnace for free right now. So this is an awesome time to get your free estimate. No cost, no obligation for us to come out and just educate you on what a great furnace and air conditioner, a high efficiency, safe, more comfortable unit for your home would be, and get those prices to you. All you have to do, call us in January. Even if you can't see us in January, we will hold the offer for you for the free furnace sale. Just give the phone call in before we get into February. And we get the free furnace sale at 913. Got to give the number, right? Yeah. 913-825-6600. We do service an hour radius around our centrally located office here in Kansas City. So if you can hear us, then we will make it out to your home and get you that free estimate. And you can find out more about the free furnace sale going on from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call for your free estimate right now. Or you can go to thedixiedifference.com in case you didn't get a chance to write down the number. Thedixiedifference.com.
Yeah, each year you talk about that. You know what I think when you say the old, aging, inefficient, not working well?
You think about you?
Yeah, I think you're talking about me.
Like when you're
starting to take it personal now. Right. I have to realize you're talking about equipment.
No, I'm not talking about you. Not quite yet.
Not quite yet? I still got a few more years left in me.
A few more years. So, you're doing all right.
Yeah, I still can walk.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Body's old, tired.
So, as we're...
hey, you know what? Do you watch Fox News?
I do watch Fox 4 News right here in Kansas City. Why do you ask?
Well, because I saw you on Fox 4 News.
Yeah, actually.
They did a news story.
Did a news story.
And they came to our house and...
Yes.
Oh, no.
We helped them.
I wasn't there because we're not a married couple, but yes, I did see it on TV.
We are a married couple. Yes, they needed a professional to help them talk about pipes freezing because of the cold temperatures.
And you looked good on there, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. Did you put it on our Facebook page?
It's on the Facebook page. It's I don't know where else it is. We put it. So that's Devin's job there at the office. So
hi,
yes,
Devin.
So we helped them out with giving. They want to do a news story because we've got the temperatures really have been dropping several times now, and especially over the nights, and with pipes freezing, that definitely caused havoc. So we gave them more information on not just about, so go check out the news story, but not just about what to do when your pipes freeze or how to prevent your pipes from freezing, which we'll share on the show today, but also usually it happens because of you lose heat in your house. So we also gave some tips on that news story about making sure you're taking care of your furnace, and some easy things that we find going out to people's homes that they could have prevented and saved a service call and not lost heat. Just by doing a couple of neat little things they can do themselves.
Yeah, and it was actually really simple. The guy wanted you to help him understand, hey, when people's pipes burst, what's causing it, what's going on, and then you explained it all to him, and he said, hey, what if I bring a camera? Can you say the same thing? And you said,
yes.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I thought that was really nice.
Yes.
Little public
Robert Townsend was the reporter on Fox 4 News, so you can go check that out on our Facebook page.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah,
the cameraman was nice too.
The cameraman
both of them were nice.
They were. So here, I want to go ahead and get that. We've got about 2 minutes, so I want to give that one of the tips about making sure you don't lose heat in your home, especially with these folks who have a little bit aging systems. They find themselves that they're not replacing the furnace filter enough. The filter that's right housed, coming in right before the filter and the filter rack. And if you've got the 1-inch filter, you need to be replacing it once a month. If you've got the 4-inch filter, you need to be replacing it every 3 months. If you're doing any construction in the home, lots stirring up the dust for some reason, then you need to replace it more often. But all you have to do is just slide it out, check it out. If it looks dirty, then take it out and replace it. And get into a good habit of just replacing it either every month or every 3 months.
And then follow the arrows.
So what happened, and follow the arrows, there's definitely a certain way you're supposed to put those filters in, and it's super easy, just follow the arrows. But what happens is that we have customers who forget, totally understand, I've been there, done that, and they forget, and it gets so compacted that it restricts airflow to the furnace. The furnace then seizes, stops, and therefore, you have no furnace and no heat in the middle of winter. So bad problem to have, but great easy way to fix it. We are got to go to a break. So I want to remind you, if you want to look more into this, call for our $59 furnace safety inspection. It's a radio special. Call right now at 913-825-6600 and find out more about the free furnace sale that we have going on for the month of January. Get your free estimate now. You're listening to APW Help for Homes. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, and welcome back to APW, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Help for Homes. I'm Keith Ford. Next to me is Dixie Wilford.
Welcome back to APW
What
Help
did that
for
sound
Homes.
like on the radio?
It sounded just like it did right here when
It
you
did?
did it. Yes,
Really?
yes, it did.
I always
No more
think it sounds
extra
different.
Special effects. Welcome back to APW.
Oh, thank you.
We love doing the show, and we love the feedback from our listeners. So one real quick, I want to let you know we appreciate you listeners out there that give us feedback and snicker and give us some things that you'd like to hear about in our APW Help for Home show. We've been doing it over, 5 years now, and every Saturday, so we appreciate you listening in. If you want to give us feedback or you want to, because you haven't yet, and we've got people who've written us letters and, emailed us or just called. So if you want to hear more about, or you want to talk to us more about it, and email or write a letter or give us a call, then definitely do that. We'd love to have you. We'd love to talk to you. You can give us a call at 913-825-6600. Love to use your question on the show. So just let us know what your question is and what you'd like us to discuss more about. And we'll give you a shout out that, you were the question that we gave. So please definitely do that, and we'll be happy to share. So real quick, I want to let you know of our monthly specials we have going on. January is almost over, and we have the free furnace sale going on from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call 913-825-6600 or go to thedixiedifference.com for your free furnace sale. That's a combo purchase of a furnace and air conditioner. There's no cost, no obligation for us to come out and just give you that free estimate. We're not going to charge you to come see you to give you the free estimate. So do know that. It's just your information, and then you folks can be your own best judge of whether or not APW can help you out in the future. But the great thing about, maybe your furnace, like I said in the last segment, maybe your furnace is heating your home. You feel like it's doing it's doing what it's been doing the last 16 years, let's say. It's 16 years old. It's still doing great. It's still doing what it needs to do. However, if you haven't gotten it maintenance, you should probably get it checked out. However, we got the $59 furnace safety inspection to just make sure everything is working safely once it's that old. But let's say this last summer, you're like, my energy bills were pretty high. And it probably because my air conditioner is just as old. So, maybe it is a good time to get a great deal, one of the best deals all year long. So let's actually think a little bit more about your air conditioner, because it's a guzzler of energy, and they have such high efficiency equipment now. I mean, in the last 5 years in HVAC have been more exciting than the last 40 years because technology has been starting to become more and more infused in HVAC, and it's making systems work so much more efficient. It's dropping. I mean, I've had people say that they've had their energy bills drop more than half more than half, which is pretty awesome. And then in addition to that, it's actually given them better comfort throughout their home because of how they run, how often it runs at lower speeds, but more often it delivers more comfort throughout the home, winter and summer. So you get better humidification in the winter time, and you get way better dehumidification in the summertime here in Kansas City because of these great units. So even if you're thinking, well, my furnace is still putting out heat, it's all right. But if you didn't like your energy bills this last summer, I should say, this is a great time to look at replacing your furnace and air conditioner because of the free furnace sale that we have going on with APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. So go to thedixiedifference.com to inquire about your free estimate. Let's say January is almost over, Dixie. How do I get my free estimate in? I don't have any available time. No problem at all. All you have to do is call, and we can get you on this schedule because you called in January. We can make sure that we extend that offer in February. So that's not a problem. You just inquired about it here in the month of January, so we can still get that free furnace sale for you before time runs out on looking at the purchase of a furnace and combo air conditioner. Another thing I want to mention is that we always have financing. So it's something that you don't have to come out. We get you low monthly payments. That's a lot of our customers take advantage of that. We do all the work for you on the financing. So that's another thing to mention, that we can take care of that. You don't have to worry about going to get your own loan. We can help you with that. We do it every day. Lots and lots of our customers take advantage of that. So low monthly payments, great finance options. So there you go. There's a little bit of the free furnace sale pitch, I guess, basically we've got going on right now. I really want to make sure folks know about. In addition, I want to remind you, go to our Facebook page, go like that Facebook page, and then go scroll down, find the post that we have about the KU State tickets that we're giving away at Allen Fieldhouse to go watch a wonderful basketball game. So it's row 6. So they're great tickets. We've actually sat there before. It's not our season tickets, but we've sat there before and enjoyed a wonderful basketball game. So great experience there at Allen Fieldhouse. And we're going to give, sponsored by APW Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, give you 2 free tickets to the KU State basketball game. Take advantage of that by going to APW Facebook page.
There's no way we donate enough to KU to get those tickets.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's
I should.
Those are, I don't know. We don't have that much money to donate to them. But the HVAC equipment, it's like glasses.
It's like glasses.
Like your eyes.
Glasses
like your eyes.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
what
your eyes. You know how as we get older, our eyesight starts to go a little bit worse and a little bit worse. And until we put on glasses to compare how we see now to what we could see, we don't really notice the difference because it's been a slow change, right?
True.
That's how I look at HVAC equipment. If you don't get it checked, you don't really know it's a problem. Just like our eyesight, we never know it is, and all of a sudden we put glasses on, we're like, holy cow, this is much better than what I thought.
Great analogy.
Thank you. I got a couple of those.
Statistics for that. You lose up to 5% efficiency each year not maintaining your mechanical equipment in your home, meaning your furnace and air conditioner. So take advantage of the $59 furnace safety inspection from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
And if that was your eyesight, you wouldn't let it do that?
No.
Could you imagine losing 5% a year of your eyesight?
Oh, that would be saddening because you can't replace them like you can your furnace and air conditioner.
Right, but you still have to suffer the whole time. You don't know you're suffering.
Exactly.
Right. But the main topic we are going to talk about today is we're going to talk about some sump pumps and some getting stuff cleaned and inspected. And here's why: is when you get a lot of moisture and then it freezes, it has a tendency to open up those gaps in your ground and in your house to allow water to seep in. And we're already starting to get where people are having problems of sump pumps constantly running. And then we haven't even gotten to the wet season. So it's going to make it all worse if you don't get it taken care of now and watch it.
We're gonna
and a lot of it you can do yourself.
You got it. We're going to prep you there on that. So stay tuned. We got to take another break. You are listening to APW Help for Homes. I'm Dixie Williford. Across from me is Keith Ford. If you have questions on any of this, you can give us a call at 913-825-6600 or go to thedixiedifference.com. We'll be back in just a moment.
45.
Hello and welcome to APW, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Help for Homes. I'm Keith Ford. Next to me is Dixie Williford.
And welcome back to APW Help for Homes, as you just said. And we're having a little too much fun, so we're going to get a little more focused in studio.
She said I was unfocused when we were on break.
Yes.
You're a little squirrely today.
Yeah, you said I was a little stuffy.
Yeah, you're a little stuffy. You're stuffy, and I'm balancing you out, is what I said.
We're gonna
on the balance side.
Focused on the information. And just if you just tuned in, Keith and I run APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Been doing it for over 16 years here in the metro. And we service about an hour radius around our centrally located office. So, but we love talking about things that we know about and what we're passionate about. And that's why we do the radio show. We've been doing it for over 5 years now. So
I thought we did it because you told me I had to.
That's true, too.
That's why I do it. It's because I'm told. You're doing it today. Okay, honey?
Not true.
Whatever you need, honey.
Hey, so I want to remind you, if you didn't hear in the last segment, we've got the free furnace sale going on from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. That's with the purchase of furnace and air conditioner. You get the furnace for free. It's one of it really is the best deal all year long. So I stress to you, if you're worried about the furnace, this is the best time to actually call and get a free estimate. No cost, no obligation. We always have financing, so there's all those concerns taken care of up front, and we can get you that price. You can be your own best judge of whether or not APW can help you out either now or in the future. So this is a great time to check out that furnace, get the cost and what it would replace, to change out everything. Maybe your furnace is doing okay. It's an aging old system. It's over 10 years old. It's still doing what it needs to. But the air conditioner, has been taking a toll. It's been costing you extra money. It shouldn't. It's not efficient as it should be. This is a great time to consider doing that instead of waiting for summertime. Companies don't do free air conditioner sales. They'll do free furnace sales, but you don't hear free air conditioner sales. So really, this is a great time to buy. It's probably the best discount you get all year long from any company really out there. So this is something that you want to look into. Whether it's a furnace or an air conditioner, combo unit, you'll get your furnace for free. Call 913-825-6600 or go to thedixiedifference.com, just in case you didn't have a chance to write the number down. Again, thedixiedifference.com. So I know you want to get into content because you said you're really focused now. We want to get into, we really want to prepare you. I know that it's January.
Every day I'm focused.
We've gotten a lot of moisture here with our snow and ice little storms that we've gotten. And what happens here in Kansas and Missouri is that it warms up and then it gets cold. And it warms up and it gets cold. So with these fluctuations, we've got the sump pumps that start to really do their work with the melting snow. Well,
and the biggest problem is what was weird this year that does not help the situation is that we got a lot of moisture, a lot of precipitation. Did I say that? Precipitation, thank you. Yes. So we got a lot of that too. And so it seeped into the ground. Well, the problem is then it started to freeze. Normally, we get the snow, it's cold, and then it melts, and it allows for everything to drain. Well, when everything starts freezing, it starts to expand cracks. It opens up areas that allow water to come in. So that's kind of one of the concerns why we're probably getting a little bit more calls is the way the weather has been coming this year, which is a little bit different than normal. So what you're concerned about is especially... Not only is your sump pump getting a lot of moisture, a lot of work, when we get to the rainy season, it's going to get even more. So what you need to be able to do is you have two choices. You can clean out your sump pump pit, right, and get everything, make sure there's no debris, or you can have a company come out and do it. Either one's going to work. It is something that you can do yourself. If you don't feel like doing it, you can always call us. We'll come and help you. That's not a problem. But most of this you can do yourself. Now, you have to be careful. A lot of your sump pump pits, if they have a clear plastic top and there's silicone around it, you do not want to break that silicone. And the reason is because that is your radon. So they're most likely pulling radon out of that pit. Now, if you go and you look at your sump pump and it's a clear area and it's sealed and you can't get to it, what you do want to do is the only problem I've ever seen there that I'll give you some help with is that what will happen is a lot of your furnaces will have drains going into that sump pit, right? Well, radon is in that pit, and if they didn't put an S or a P trap, something to stop radon can actually get sucked out of your pit into your furnace. So you do need to be careful of that. So that's something you can look for. If you're not sure, that's one of the things you can have somebody come out and double check, like us. When you clean your equipment, which you need to get it cleaned, okay? Like cleaning your glasses, right?
So that's something that you could take advantage of with the $59 furnace safety inspection. We also have what we call our ESA, our Energy Savings Agreement. That's 2 visits a year that's included, and we do a very thorough up and down, make sure that your mechanical equipment is working properly. But if you just want to give us a try, you haven't heard of APW, or maybe you have, and you've just like, I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, and I'm not maintaining my system, you'd be surprised at how many people don't take care of their equipment, and you really should. It's not a luxury, it is a must. You should take care of your furnace and air conditioner, just like you would your car, and changing the oil for your car. You wouldn't think of not doing that.
Or your marriage. You got to put effort into it, right?
You got to. Yeah. Exactly.
Without effort, it doesn't work.
That's right.
Okay? So that's so if you have a clear lid over your sump pump and it's sealed, don't break the seal. It's not like the whole world's going to fall apart, but you are going to release some radon. So you need to make sure it always stays sealed. But you also have to make sure if your furnace drains into it, or your air conditioner drains into that sump pit, that it has some sort of trap to stop the gases from coming back in. So when you have us come out and clean or look at it, we can inspect that for you. And our guys will do it naturally, but if you're concerned, that's what you tell them on the phone, and they'll make sure that it's written down. Now, if you don't have a clear lid and it's either an open pit or it's a black cover that's over the sump pump, right? Now, that's not going to be obviously a radon pit. And what happens is debris I don't know how it falls into it. It's like the dog bones that we find in your furnaces. I don't know how it gets there. People are like, how did my dog's favorite ball get there? I don't know. I have no clues. It's like magic, right?
Yes.
Except for it's real. Magic is, I guess, not so real, right? So stuff just gets in there. So what you want to do is you want to be able to remove the lid and remove any floating debris, and also make sure nothing's at the bottom of the pit. And here's why, is that when you get water, if you have any debris in your sump pump pit, there is a float. So your pump actually has a float, kind of like a toilet plunger. And when that plunger goes down, your sump pump shuts off. When it goes up, that means it's filling up with water, and it turns your sump pump on. Well, what our calls that we're getting is my sump pump won't stop running. And we've ran a few calls a day for this. And so we're asking them, hey, have you cleaned out your pit? And they're like, yeah, but we get there and there's trash there. So cleaning it out is extremely important, because what will happen is that little ball that turns the sump pump on is stuck because of debris. Debris gets into the float, and the float won't drop. So the sump pump is running. Well, there's no water in the sump pump, right? Because there's a check valve that doesn't allow water to come back into the sump pump. So what happens? People burn their sump pump out.
Yeah.
And when your sump pump burns up and you don't have a backup, or even if you do, you run into problems when we get into the rainy season. People are like, I didn't know there's a problem with it. Well, it's sitting in the corner of a basement in a hole. Nobody's paying attention to it
Right.
except for when you need it, right?
Right.
So I don't talk to my insurance company unless I need something. So you don't pay attention to them either, right? So there's a lot of people like that. So you have to be careful and make sure that gets cleaned out. You understand? Let's break down the cost just slightly on this. For the cost of either paying somebody or you going out, cleaning the debris, making sure there's nothing that'll stop your sump pump from working properly or allowing the float to shut off, that takes you guys 15 minutes, right? Takes a company to come out there, same thing. If we have to clean it takes longer. Okay, so let's say we all invested a half an hour of our time. Okay, think of the cost if you don't. Besides burning up a sump pump, which can cost you $3,000 to $1,000, depending on the quality of your sump pump and the type. Hey, that doesn't include the flooding. And all of us will absolutely understand the fact of how horrible it is when your basement floods or areas flood and you get water on your walls, your carpet, anywhere in there,
Valuables,
how terrible it is. Or you can't use stuff. It's miserable. For 15 to a half an hour of your time, we can solve all that issue, because when the rainy season happens, trust me, we will be at tons of people's houses. And guess what? Every hardware store that rents equipment is going to be out of the dryers.
Yeah.
For some reason, the blowers are gone.
Yeah. Well, we're only talking about it now is because we are getting some fluctuation with, rain and snow. And
we're
so
getting a lot of moisture
we're
already.
getting some calls about sump pumps not working properly. So it only gets worse for us with these type of calls. So we're just trying to get you ahead of the game and thinking about that hole in the corner of your basement to make sure that it is clean of debris of, potato chip bags or your dog's, balls or whatever, they could be in there. So,
and I know Bill has time. Bill, go down there and just lift up the lid, clean the stuff out of there.
Who's Bill?
I don't know. Just that's
Bill, Bob,
I'm
John.
sure somebody listening's name is Bill.
Right, there you go.
So just Bill, Bob, John, go clean it.
Betsy, Joan.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay, so absolutely, I totally agree. So we've got to take another quick break. I want to just remind you that we have the free furnace sale going on from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. The combo purchase of a furnace and air conditioner, you're going to get the furnace for free, but you have to do it before February. So call now, even if you can't get the free estimate done in January, you can call and get it set up in February, and we'll honor the deal for you. Okay, so it's the best deal all year long. If you wanted to replace your furnace or just want to replace your air conditioner, this is the best time to do it. Call now, 913-825-6600, or go to thedixiedifference.com. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, and welcome back to APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Help for Homes. I'm Keith Ford. Next to me, Dixie Wilford.
And welcome back. And
see the energeticness in that?
Yeah, you've
a lot of
got
energy
today.
for an old guy. Lots of energy.
Because that monster you got sitting in front of you. You drink too many of those.
No, just 3 today.
So, hey, I want to get back to some of the points we've been making all show long, which are some of the monthly deals we have going on. If you haven't taken care of your furnace, call for our furnace safety inspection for only $59. That's a great deal. If you haven't done anything to clean your furnace, haven't pulled the trigger on it, call for our radio special for a $59 furnace safety inspection. 913-825-6600 or thedixiedifference.com. Another great reason to call us is for our monthly special we have going on in January, which is our free furnace sale. It's a combo purchase of a furnace and air conditioner. We're going to give you the furnace for free. So call now, or you can go to thedixiedifference.com and we get you scheduled up for that free furnace sale estimate. No cost, no obligation. You folks can, be your own best judge of whether or not we can help you out in the future on that kind of a purchase. Even if we can't see it in January, as long as you call us in January, we're in the office right now. You can give us a call, and we can't get it set up for February for you. That's okay. You've gotten the call and the notification, and we can get you taken care of. Actually, we're scheduling a lot of appointments, so even if you may be able to see us right away, we may not be able to. So make sure you call right away so that you can get in on that appointment to get honored for the free furnace sale with a combo purchase of furnace and air conditioner from APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Again, 913-825-6600 or go to thedixiedifference.com to get that scheduled up for you right away. You can do it right now.
You know that furnace inspection?
Yeah.
What's the cost of it again?
$59.
Okay, so we get to check your if you have a radon or drain lines going to your sump pump. Our HVAC guys can make sure it's set up right. Correct. Here's the other thing that you get: people have terrible times with understanding what size filter. So don't be silly if you have
filter for your furnace.
Have somebody come out, do the safety inspection, and then if you don't know the filter size you're supposed to get, ask them for the filter size. They'll tell you, they'll write it down for you, and you can even order them and get them taken care of. Don't feel silly. Never feel silly. There's a lot of people who don't make the phone call or they don't inquire because they don't want to feel like, oh, this is dumb, or I don't want to ask them this. No, people.
I don't want to be taken advantage of, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, or just they're not even sure about if they should be making this type of phone call.
I like that you're bringing this up because last week we were actually on Fox 4 News. We did, Fox 4 contacted me and wanted to basically information about freezing pipes and how to take care of your home so that you didn't get freezing pipes. And one of the points that we made that you can go see in our clip that we put, it's a 2-minute spot on our Facebook page or Fox 4 News, you can go there too, is that people actually lose heat in their home, and because of the loss of heat in their home, because the furnace went out, is obviously then their pipes freeze. But they're losing heat for simple reasons because they're not replacing their furnace filter. And that's an easy thing to do. You do not need to pay a service company to come out and do that for you. You can do that. It's very simple. And with somebody coming out to do that $59 furnace safety inspection, they can show you how to do it. They can make sure they teach you on what size to get and follow the arrows to know that the filter is going in correctly. That's what we love to do at APW. That is the Dixie difference, is to educate you on how to take care of your equipment better than you did before. And so that you don't feel like you're not educated or feel uncomfortable. We want you to feel that way so that you take care of your system better. It'll last longer because you are taking care of everything that flows through the system. The filters that you have generally are not for air quality. You get different filters for that. These type of filters that you have are actually protecting the blower motor in your system, and they need to be changed out either once a month or depending on the type of filters, could be up to every 3 months. And we forget to do that. Out of sight, out of mind, in the basement. We're not thinking about that. And you got to make sure you stay on time, because if you don't change them out, it gets full of all that dust and just crud, and it then restricts your airflow into your furnace. And restriction of airflow means that you're not getting air throughout your registers throughout the house, but it also means that it's putting undue pressure on your blower motor. The blower motor is actually, again, hence the name, blowing the air throughout your home. And so when you restrict that, it will then eventually come to a point where it'll seize and stop working. That's a major expense to replace, when all you needed to do is just stay on time, stay on schedule, and change out that filter. You know, when our gentleman comes out, he can tell you which that filter is. He can put in an order for you, and we can have shipped direct to your home a 6-month supply. So, I mean, it makes it much easier to remember when all you got to do is just replace it and do it all right there by your basement and by the furnace.
Right. You know, and did I tell you when Fox 4 called that I tried to take your spot?
Yeah, it does not surprise me.
Yeah. So they're like, this is, what was his name again?
Robert Townsend is
Robert Townsend. Hi, Robert.
Yeah.
By the way, because he listens. So,
yeah.
So I just thought I'd say hi. But yeah, he called and he says, we're trying to do a spot on Fox 4 News about pipes freezing, and is Dixie there? And I was like, no, Dixie's not there, but her husband is. Would you like to deal with him? And he goes, no, we've listened to the radio show. We prefer to talk to Dixie. Yeah. That's how far it got me. So, I made it as far as trying to manipulate her husband, and I got nothing. Yeah. Nothing. They kicked me off.
It's not actually a true story, but it is pretty funny.
Thank you.
It is pretty funny.
Why would you tell people when I'm making stuff up?
No, it's too funny.
Why? Robert laughed.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a pretty good show. So if you want to go to our Facebook page, we do have the 2-minute clip on that Fox 4 News story that, we basically helped give him great tips. So make sure that your pipes don't freeze through this winter through all kinds of different tips there. So make sure you go check that out. Also, another reason to go to our Facebook page is because we've got the KUK State tickets. So I want to remind you of that. It's a free giveaway sponsored by us, APW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And we're giving away 2 free tickets to the KUK State basketball game at the end of February. That drawing, I believe, is like February 20th. But if you go find the link there on the Facebook page, like our APW page, and share and tag somebody in the post.
Why'd you hit me?
Because you were playing with my ear.
Was it doing something with yours?
Yeah.
Now I know what to do to make you mad. Actually, I know what to do to make you mad every day.
Right, exactly.
I know. So go on the K-State KU. But real quick, I didn't finish my last little thought. Is your sump pumps, make sure, I've been to some houses
where if you just tuned in, we've been talking in the last couple of segments about getting your home prep for sump pumps and working properly because of the moisture that we've been receiving, and it only gets worse once we get into rainy season.
So usually they put an outlet for your sump pump to plug your sump pump in. What will happen though, people will use it, add power cords, add other items onto that outlet. Please don't do that. There's a reason why they have an outlet for your sump pump.
Safety.
Yeah, I mean, you'll blow the breaker, and if you blow the breaker, you're kind of in trouble, right? No breaker, no power, no sump pump. No sump pump, you have a lake.
Flooding.
And you may want to stock a lake in your basement, but this is probably not the way to do it.
No.
Hey, so you might want to...
Now, that's your mom. Didn't she try to, build a swimming pool in the basement?
We hand dug one in the old garage and built a new garage, and it was going to be partly indoor, partly outdoor. My mom is crazy, but I love her very much.
That's what explains
my mama.
We are almost out of time again. Thanks for listening to APW Help for Homes. I'm Dixie Williford. Across from me is Keith Ford. Don't forget to call now for the free furnace sale that we've got going on from APW. It's basically a combo purchase of a furnace and air conditioner. So if you want a free estimate, find out more about it. There's no cost, no obligation to get your free estimate on what that would be. And if you want to look at it, we've all got great low financing payments for you. So call now. We've got somebody in the office at 913-825-6600, or you can go to thedixiedifference.com. I didn't mention, but we do have the $125 whole home plumbing inspection that includes a whole tank or tanked water heater flush too as well. So thanks so much and have a great weekend.
Love you.